Hello! In this video, we will be exploring how to use Prezi, which is an online presentation tool similar to PowerPoint. Prezi has the advantage, however, of letting you make the presentation a bit more abstract and fun, as opposed to PowerPoint's somewhat limited presentation tool. First, you will be navigating to Prezi.com, which, as you can see, I've done so already, and you'll either be asked to sign up or to log in. Now, since you need to create an account, you're going to click Sign Up. Once you sign up, you're going to choose the public account, since you don't need to pay for anything, and 100 megabytes of storage is more than enough space for what we need to create. So I already have an account, which means I'm going to actually log in. And once you log in, you'll see, as I have all my presentations saved on here. What's great about Prezi is that since it's online, you can A, access it anywhere you like, and B, it saves all your presentations online, so you don't have to worry about a flash drive or anything like that, since you can use this anywhere you want as long as that computer has internet access. So we're going to go ahead and create a new Prezi, so let's click on New Prezi. And once it loads up, you'll see what your options are. When you look at the new Prezi, it's going to ask you if you want to use a template. I tend not to use a template I tend to use a blank template, since it feels like it gives me more freedom to be able to play with the background colors and what I want to put on my page. But if you'd like to use a template, you can see that there are many different ones you can choose from. So you have prophecy, you have decision, you have stepping stones, but just be aware that if you want to use one of these background templates, it actually comes with all the little circles and the dots and the items that are on here, so it's up to you. I'm going to go down to blank and click on Start Blank Prezi, and it should load up the blank presentation. Now Prezi is more of a canvas, so you're able to zoom out, so let's zoom all the way out. And you can see you have a lot of different space to play with. So you can zoom out here, or you can choose to zoom in by hitting the plus sign. Or if you'd like to go to the center of your page, you can click on Home and it brings you right back to the middle of the presentation tool. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and since I actually don't need this circle here, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to hit Delete so that my canvas is nice and blank, and then I can begin. To put words in your presentation, all you have to do is click anywhere you'd like on the canvas. So I'm going to actually click here, and I'm going to insert my words, La exhibición de los artistas hispanos. There's three ways that you can actually use your text. You can either use it as title text, subtitle text, or body text. Depending upon what you'd like to do, you can choose any of these venues. I'm going to keep it as title text, and I'm going to leave it highlighted and change the text to red since I'd like it red. Also, you can click on it and you can make it bigger by clicking the plus sign, smaller by clicking the minus sign, or you can use the hand tool and you can move it around anywhere you'd like. I think I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and then make this a little bit bigger so I have that in place. Now I want to put in my first photo, so you can go to move it over to where you'd like, so I'm going to put it right about here. You're going to click on Insert and Image. We have two options here. You can either choose to click on Insert a Google image, which means you can type in any sort of image that you're looking for, and then insert it. Or you can click on insert a file that's saved on your computer. Since I already have files saved, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on Select File, and I'm going to navigate down to Las Meninas, and then I'm going to click Open, and my photo will pop right in there. Now I'm going to resize it and make it and move it to where I'd like it to be. Now you can also choose to twist it left or right, or upside down, whatever makes you happy. I'm going to leave it straight though. Once you're done there, you can just leave it alone. And now I'm going to put my next photo, I think I'm going to put it right about here. So I'm going to do the same thing. Hit Insert Image, and again, since I've already got my image saved on my computer, I'm going to find my file, and I'm going to click Open. And it inserts my image right here. Now, since I don't want it to be boring and plain with all the photos standing up straight, I'm going to actually twist this one so it's laying on its side, right here, like What I recommend is that you put all your photos in before you do the next step. So I would be putting the rest of my painting pictures on the canvas and spreading them out. You can put them in a circle, you can move them all around, whatever you choose to do for your presentation is fine. Once you have all your pictures in, you're going to click on Frame, since you need to frame everything to put it into a path. So you're going to click up here on Frames and Arrows, and you have 4 choices. You can click on Draw a Bracket Frame, which puts brackets around all of your items. Draw Circle Frame, which puts a circle around each of your items. Draw Rectangle Frame, which puts a rectangle around your items, but it also puts a background on it. So I tend not to use that one since I don't want to have all that extra there. Or you can do Invisible Frame. I tend to use Invisible Frame because of the fact that it allows you to put the frame on your item, but it also doesn't overpower it with an actual drawn-on frame. So let's click on Draw Invisible Frame. Now, as you can see, there should be a little box next to your arrow, and you're going to click and draw your first frame around whatever item it is. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm actually going to resize it since it needs to be a little bit bigger. Now you want to try and get your frame tight around your words or the photo, because the bigger you make your frame, the smaller your picture or your photo tends to look in the frame. So I have that nice and tight around here, so I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to do the same thing to my next one, so that's my first one. So again, Insert, Draw Invisible Frame, and I'm going to draw my frame around my next photo and put it there. As you can see, here's my frame. Now on this next one, you're going to have to do an extra step, since because the photo is twisted sideways, when you draw your frame, you actually have to draw the frame next to it first. Since this frame is right side up and the photo is to the side, if you were to drop your frame on top of the photo as it is, when you did your presentation, the photo would look sideways. So you have to take your frame and you have to turn it sideways so that it agrees with the item that you have, and then just change the size so that it fits around the photo itself. So once you have all your items framed, you are going to click on the pencil over here, which will edit your path. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and then as you can see, it says up here, it says click on any item to add it to the path. So I'm going to click up here first because I want my title to be my first item. And as you can see, it clicks right over to here, so it shows you that's the first one. Now I think I want Las Meninas to be the second one, so I'm going to click right in the middle of this one, and that goes to number 2. And you can see that there's an arrow, a line drawn straight from 1 to 2 to show you where the path is going to be zooming to. Now our last photo in our path on this Prezi is going to be this one, number 3, which is the 5th seal. Now, for example, let's say I didn't want my presentation to be in this exact order. I wanted the 5th seal to be second and not third. All you have to do is click and drag, and they will actually you can actually change the order of the path. So I'm going to leave the path the way it is, and once I'm done, I'm going to click Done. I also am actually going to click Save here, up at the top. Now it does automatically save it every few minutes for you, and it saves it in military time, so you can see right here it says 1924, which is 7 o'clock. 7:24 is when I saved it. But I tend to save it a little extra, just in case the internet, something happens to it, you're able to know that it's been saved on the internet for you. Once you're done with all of your path work, you can click on Present, and this will open up a full screen presenter. And it should go right to your first slide. And on the bottom here, you'll see arrows to go back and forth. So this arrow to the right, you're going to go next, and the left one, you're going to go back. So I'll click Next, and it goes right to my next photo. And then I'm going to go again, and as you can see, as it goes to photo number 3, it twists to the side, so it brings the photo up straight on the presentation tool. Now once I'm done looking at my presentation and seeing that I like it in the order that it's in, I am going to go back to here, and I can choose to change the background as well. So you're going to click anywhere on the canvas. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click Change Background. Now this will bring up a box called Theme Wizard, and you can change the background to any color. Let's say I want to make it black. So I'll change it to black, and then I'm going to click Done, and the background will change to whatever color I need it to change to. when you do your presentation, my only advice to you is, as you do your twisting and turning, you do not make it too twisty, because otherwise your audience will get dizzy or nauseous, and you don't want that to happen. That is the end of this Prezi tutorial. I hope you have understood this, and if you have any questions, you are always feel free to email me for any extra help. Adios!